From KOMU 8 News, this is a special report.
This is a KOMU 8 News special report. I'm Noah Klein. We're coming on the air because the jury has reached a verdict in the Joseph Elledge murder trial. Just minutes ago, that jury found Elledge guilty for second-degree murder in the death of his wife, Mungshee Ji. Again, we want to emphasize, the jury has found Joseph Elledge guilty of second-degree murder. The jury deliberated for 7 hours before deciding that verdict. Remember, the murder trial started on November 1st. This was day 10. Prosecutors argued Elledge murdered his wife, Mungshee Ji, in October 2019 before burying her in Rockbridge State Park, where her remains were recovered earlier this year. You can see the jury also found Elledge not guilty on that first-degree murder charge. To sum up the arguments for you here, Elledge's defense argued Ji's death was a tragic accident, as she died of a brain injury after Elledge pushed her and fell. KOMU 8's courthouse reporter Peyton Headley is at the Boone County Courthouse now gathering reaction to that second-degree murder verdict, guilty. We'll bring you more updates on KOMU 8 News at 9 and 10, and of course on our website over at KOMU.com and our social media pages. This has been a KOMU 8 News special report. We will now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, that mandate's set to stay in place until February the 4th. And remember, this is a story we've been following for months, right? Some people wanted masks in CPS classrooms, others didn't. But really the newest and one of the biggest updates came earlier this week on Monday when students actually started walking out of class protesting CPS's lack of a mask mandate. They did it again today. Okay, Leah, thank you so much for following up on that. Continuing our live team coverage, I want to go to KOMU 8's Elise Schoenig. Elise, you spoke with a top Republican lawmaker from Boone County. Did he agree with Governor Mike Parson's message? Okay, Elise, thank you very much. And another big piece that might get lost in today's events, it's really Governor Mike Parson unveiling his budget for the next fiscal year. Remember, it now goes to the legislature. It's out of his hands. They can modify it, change it for however they see fit before it gets finalized. People in a Sedalia neighborhood want some answers after an 11-year-old middle school girl was hit and killed by a car yesterday afternoon. It happened in a residential neighborhood near Sedalia Middle School. Those who live in the area say dangerous driving has been a problem there, and it hasn't been answered by local law enforcement. KOMU 8's Catherine Merck joins us here in the studio with a look at what video camera footage has revealed about the area. Catherine. Okay, so we're going on about 2 hours there. Peyton, you've seen almost all of it. What's different about the questions the defense asked versus what the prosecutor is asking right now? Continuing our breaking news coverage, we are still monitoring the press conference scheduled to happen after Ernest Johnson was executed in the last 15 minutes. He was executed for killing 3 people while robbing a convenience store in Columbia back in 1994. Some more context here. This was the first execution in Missouri since May of last year. You can find this press conference as it happens live streamed on our website at KOMU.com, and we will have a recap of this developing story tonight on KOMU 8 News at 10. This is a KOMU 8 News special report. You have been watching the funeral service for Boone County Assistant Fire Chief Bryant Gladney. During that service, we heard from Chief Scott Olson, who said Gladney was a teacher and a mentor. We also heard from Sean Gladney, Bryant's son, who said, quote, "My dad was always working to be better. Good enough was never good enough." He told everyone there, quote, "Never accept good enough." You know what, Emily, I know I'm supposed to join you back at the anchor desk, but I think I might stay here and party with Nancy. What do we say? Anything else before we go? Go Chiefs! That's our time. Yeah, Emily, good evening. I'm right here on the corner of Walnut and 8th Street, where protesters have now moved to right outside the Boone County Courthouse. You can see them here behind me. This is a developing story. You can see there are still crews on the scene. Right now, you can see the roof of this condo building is obviously destroyed. It looks like the flames, though, have been put out. You can see there's still a ladder working, and there were firefighters going into the building. And like I said, this story is developing. We will have anything newsworthy of this story on our website at KOMU.com, and we will be here reporting live tomorrow on KOMU 8 News Today. For now, reporting live at the Lake of the Ozarks, Noah Klein, KOMU 8 News. Well, Jim, it's really what I would imagine to be the calm before the storm here at Governor Mike Parson's watch party in Springfield. I'll set the scene for you a little bit. Right now, it's really only media and a couple of campaign staffers putting the finishing touches on the room. I've been told in about 60 minutes the doors are going to open. People can start to trickle in. An alert from the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services now about a text message scam involving vaccination cards. According to its website, the scam was established on December 2nd and was registered using a provider from Europe. The message asks people to enter their name, date of birth, social security number, and photos of their driver's license to validate their one-time COVID vaccine verification. Scammers tried to make the site look real with logos of the DHSS and Missouri Department of Revenue. The scam was reported to the Office of Administration's Information Technology Services Division. DHSS wants to remind everyone they would never ask for a social security number over text or email.